Yes, you can reach the net.
Okay. I was like, it's a blue background. What do you want from me?
It's just a blue background that says yes, and I find it endlessly hilarious.
Oh, I didn't even see the yes. Am I colorblind? Like what?
It is the simplest, like, test of whether or not you can hit the internet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't see a yes. I just see the blue. Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. Hang on. Let me turn off Dark Reader. Yep, there it is. There's the clouds and stuff. Okay.
Fun.
Dark Reader just totally killed the image. It was like, nope, there's nothing back here. What are you talking about?
Nope, I bail. But hey, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing some game prep since apparently we lost half the team.
It happens.
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I'm just
had shockingly good attendance for this.
Oh no, I'm not faulting it. I'm just saying I'm letting the viewers know as well because I just started the stream. So if anyone asks, you know,
Gotcha.
they know what's going on. Pivot. We're not doing the normally scheduled program. We're pivoting to something else fun.
Pivot. Oh jeez.
Hmm.
The couch. Friends pivot couch. Oh, also, Dime, I uploaded the level 5 character sheet.
Cool. Yeah, I'll re-pull all the sheets next week since that's when we'll need them.
We're not gonna get out of here.
Alright, I'm gonna hop off and watch some TV with the wife.
Before you go,
This isn't doing anything.
Oh?
there is homework for the three of you.
No. Alright, gotta go bye.
No, you don't want to go by. Trust me. The others are going to be upset they weren't here. So one of the things that is in that room is some potentially, depending on how well you guys roll, super science equipment. So think about what items you'd like.
I'm exhausted.
And there'll be a chance that you get it there.
Any item in
Yeah.
general?
Do you want weapon? Do you want,
Do it. I wasn't
you
gonna
know,
jump down there.
hammer? Do you want what? Super science is basically magic items.
Can I make up the magical property?
Maybe, maybe not. They actually have a list of them.
I was just gonna say, if I could make it up, that'd be awesome. But if it's just like, I want a magic shotgun, and then here's your magic shotgun.
Oh no, it's beyond magic shotgun stuff too. Like they have bigger options than that.
Hello?
We get to come up with a super science item. I think I know what I want. I'm gonna post it.
Take the thing.
I should probably be sitting at DM so they don't know.
Yeah, there actually is a
nice.
list of super science things in the hyperlanes document.
Oh, gotcha. Those are just examples, right?
Yeah, I could see you wanting that for your item. I figured that might be
It's
what you
pretty
go
nice.
for.
Dude, I've always had an obsession with Vash's gun from Trigun.
Vash
I
the
still
Stampede.
want, yes, I still want to have that recreated at some point.
I gotta be 49, right?
Dude, if I could have a weapon from an anime, I would absolutely take one of Alucard's pistols that just
Or
fires
those.
straight up
Yeah.
454 Soul.
Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Flashbang things are
Then there's the Jackal, which is 13 millimeter.
It's like, yes, this is my handgun that fires weapons the size of a D battery.
I think those are called hand cannons.
Whenever the Resident Evil chapter came out, I could never.
Yeah, that's the Jackal is 13 millimeter if I remember right.
That's tiny, right? Alright, I'm trying to get stuff pulled up here and then I'll flip the screen over. I just
Yeah, 13 millimeters.
technically can't
Big
show the
round.
documents live, so I have to move some stuff around.
GG's, that was the block.
Dude, shotgun with the grappling hook.
There you go. Get the underslung grenade launcher that actually has a grappling hook. That could be fun.
This might be my
Yep.
last game I'm gonna stream. Yo, go ahead and stream. Yeah, you should stream.
I was trying to come up with some
once I prestige Yoshi.
well-known fancy shotguns.
Once I prestige
The only thing that came to mind was Doom.
There's the fourth horseman.
My goal today is prestige. I want the
Which one's the fourth? Famine? Or what are you
That's
talking
from
about?
Destiny.
That's the last level.
Oh, I don't play Destiny. That's right.
There's Darksider that has pistols. And then, let's see, shotguns. Mass Effect had a
There you
decent
go.
shotgun.
Oh.
Quad barrel
4 barrels.
shotgun.
I mean, there was an actual triple barrel shotgun that existed. Oh no, it was a double rifle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a double barreled rifle that exists, yeah.
Yeah, elephant guns basically.
Yeah.
Actually, you know
Plenty
what?
of,
I'll just dual wield these.
Noisy crickets. Have to have your arm repaired every time you fire.
hmm
You can
AJ,
have
brace
those.
my back.
You can have those only if you make Will Smith's noise whenever he shoots it.
And you automatically launch back 20 feet every time you
Yep.
fire.
You launch backwards and are knocked prone. Congratulations.
Alright, for my action, I'm gonna roll an attack, so I'll start by rolling a con save.
Yeah.
Do I break my back when I hit the wall? We'll find out.
I just went to Google and typed in Yoshi. What am I doing? What am I doing?
Alright, we were on 11. We have broad. Where was that?
Noise secret.
This one. Yeah, there we go.
Just every time I fire, just ah!
Yeah. Scream. As you knock yourself on your backside. Shadow. Yeah, there we go.
That last one.
That movie still does have one of my favorite quotes, though.
hmm
What's that?
Oh, a person is smart, but people are dumb, panicky, stupid animals. And we all know it.
That movie also has one of the greatest quotes to relate to IT, which is that there's always a Carillion death ray or a mega virus or something about to wipe out humanity. And the only way these people get through their daily lives is if they do not know about it.
Exactly. It's because they're panicky animals.
The very first comment on this video. In the comics, it was revealed that all rookies are given the noisy cricket so that the agents can place bets on how far it sends the rookie.
Nice.
I mean, that makes sense. That's the ultimate hazing. Will he break his back?
Hey,
Men in Black also has
put 10 on him.
coffee bugs, who are some of the most hilarious ancillary characters ever.
hmm I will agree with that. They have some of the strangest, NPCs that essentially
Right.
that, are the background along the way. It's like, wait, what? Who's this clown? What's this? It is great.
You should have just fired it in the other direction to catch up with the dude.
That would work.
Rocket jumping.
Hope you don't you don't know where the blast is, because it looks to be a giant orb. or it's a giant, invisible laser. So he could accidentally shoot his legs off doing that too.
What's wrong with that?
Because the muzzle is very short, so he could have himself on accident pointing downwards.
But then he could become RoboCop, right?
With their technology, probably. Or they'll just grow him back. Who knows?
I feel like the noisy cricket is like the sci-fi thing, or the sci-fi equivalent rather, of taking 50 BMG and necking it down to 22 long rifle.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
Alright, let's go.
No, my God, why?
Stop playing around with this nurse.
Why did you make such a bad choice? So yeah, this is the sort of thing that I wish was more available on the platform we're playing on for the sci-fi one. Because you can have it where the information's there and you just hit a button and it rolls and does all the calculations and picks for you and makes it quick and nice.
Sorry, I just finally got to the Super Science in the rulebook, and there's a 2D armor.
Yes,
It's like the first thing. I'm like, wait, what?
yes. Like, that doesn't make sense.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I become paper and slide through this crack.
Yeah. We'll read it.
I know. Can move through cracks in walls and other surfaces as though you were tangible.
Isn't that just the thing from A Link to the Past?
Power struggle, baby. Goddamn.
Yeah, you just become 2D
Oh, that's
painting.
funny.
Anyway, I'm heading out.
Alright, man. Take care.
Have a good one.
There you go.
See, not a major assignment, but a small assignment.
Dude, Starstruck Nurse is honestly like pretty powerful.
We'll go there we go.
Here she comes, here she comes, here she comes.
Oh no, that's interesting. This is actually probably something he would do, but not so much for Dax.
Why not?
No biological armor.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's definitely some fun ones.
Yeah.
Now, if it's too powerful, I'm gonna have to say no, but
Right.
that's because I don't want to wreck the
I'm
fun
just kinda
either.
looking through everything right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, I know you guys get it. If you get something too powerful, yeah, it's fun, but then you wreck the fun as well.
Oh no, a con save can wreck my character, so you know. Even if I have +2 AC, it's not going to matter too much at the time.
Nah, I get that. I just have to send more age weapons after you, but that doesn't work for the others.
Please don't.
It doesn't work as well for the others. They don't care as much. Should have made it a percentile, right? This is how much percent of your maximum life you've lost.
Oh, please don't.
Well, no. It'd actually be better for you, because it would be fewer years for you and more years for everyone. So whoever it was basically a percentage of their life, their max life. And so for you, it'd be fewer years. For someone who's longer lived, it'd be more years.
Yeah, except my luck, it'd be 90%. I'd be screwed. Just wither up into a dried husk immediately.
Yeah, I get that.
Can you send me the handbook? I appear to have lost my file for it.
It should be.
Thought it was in the
I'll send you a link. Yeah,
drive.
it's on the Discord. Oh, did you put it on the drive?
I thought I did. Maybe not. I can't remember anymore. My
Player's
brain
Guide
wires are
and Unfolding
crossed.
Starscapes are up there.
I linked the full thing on here a while back. Here, I'll find it.
No, man, I'm definitely looking for this campaign, though.
Nice.
I do need to get some more icons, though. Or not icons, graphics for a lot of them. Because, like, I don't have very good, like, plantoid or spiders, beasts, wolves, stuff like that.
Thank you.
But I did use Hero Forge to make some others.
Neat.
But there's a lot I still am missing and need.
Scrolling back up through the memes.
There's so much.
Mm-hmm.
Then you kind of remember what happened that day, and you're like, wait, oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the green text that I made.
But no, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the sci-fi game. It's been fun and crazy. Which that's the thing, like, thinking about it, that one we decided to, you know, go with the more sci-fi lightheartedness instead of
Yeah.
grimdark, which is good. It makes it a lot of fun, and it fits the setting. It's fun being able to throw any random sci-fi in there and be like, yeah, no, it fits. The whole thing, like I mentioned, you know, you have the Dark Templar, you have the Jedi, and you have the Soul Blade all walking next to each other. Very different, yet all similar, that they have, you know, magical sort of abilities. I think it's fun.
My magical abilities are 45 caliber slugs.
That's true, they are. But you could always upgrade and go to, you know, energy based.
That's true. I may yet do that.
I shoot pure laser beams out of my fingers.
I'll just go full Frieza.
There you go. Actually, you want to get the Fifth Element gun, right? That assault rifle. Dual wield those.
Oh, jeez. That thing is so ridiculous.
Breathe ray, flamethrower, net launcher.
Micro missiles. It has everything.
Right?
I'll just take Dread's pistol.
There. Yeah. That
You know,
works.
died hard in the kill launcher. Cold Stone Killer. Would asked about the red button.
Oh man, Cass definitely would have taken this one. The Lust Gun.
Yeah.
It's like a wine thing. It pairs nicely with Wiggle Knife.
You guys are terrible.
I mean, he died doing what is loved, just not how he expected it.
It's true. Did you guys actually remember me putting that warning there? Or not?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's actually checked like the memos at the time. I'll check them now, but
Yeah. Oh, great.
you know, I'm not really in a rush to mate with anything either.
Gotta ban you and gotta ban you.
Yay, bots.
Oh, I don't do temporary bans either for people.
No.
If you're going to agitate me enough to get banned, you're banned.
Makes sense.
I don't do second tries. And it's not to be mean, I will typically give warnings and stuff like that, but you're going to be crap like that. You're just gone.
So, here's a question for you. One of the things listed on here for Super Science is that you have to take an attunement test against DC 15. If you only wind up failing that test and don't understand the full capabilities of your item, when do you retest that?
That's a great question I had never thought about. I don't know, we'll wing it.
24-hour cooldown. After a long rest.
We'll say a 5-session cooldown. No, just kidding.
Oh, jeez.
That could be 5 years. That could be
Yeah.
5 minutes.
So, one of the Super Science items that's listed here is an advanced eye replacement. Which is like dark vision 60 feet, advanced heat sensing abilities, advantage on survival tracking, insight, rolls evolving in motion, and perception checks when temperature is a factor. Would that basically just be like a super duper version of the eye that I have?
Probably.
I mean, it's telling that the most Dax thing on here is the tool-covered armor. And it's the most likely for me to go for. Because I don't have to carry around all the different tool sets. It's just on my armor at all times.
Yeah.
And it makes sense, too. I'm looking at the other ones, I'm like, yeah, okay. The only other thing I would take is like maybe something that increases my DC, like basically the equivalent of a wand. That's like a +1 wand. Yeah.
You could do that.
Did you read the Sunspray pistol?
Yeah. That's why it's very rare.
Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna go for though, and it's not that thing.
So you mentioned you're interested in the Lord of the Rings one. Are you?
I mean, the drone shotgun is pretty awesome. I'll admit that's something that's just cool. But
Are you curious about the setting that we'll be putting it in or anything? For the Lord of the Rings game? You'd mentioned you're interested. But I didn't know if you're curious about the setting.
I'm thinking about this right now, man. One at a time.
It's all good. It's all good. Just
If I
asking.
get distracted, then everything just derails in my brain.
Yes, I know that, Dax. There's parts of you in Dax. Can't say there's not.
Yeah.
Looking at some of these like items, I mean, by the time we hit like level 10, I'm just gonna have gone full Cad Bane.
What's wrong with that? Alright, so since you guys are seeing what I'm doing here, so they have journey events, right? Because they actually making travel have purpose and Adventures in Middle Earth, which is really cool. And so I was creating these rule tables based off the documents that they had. And so one of the fun things to do was this. And so I had it where... did I do that one? I don't remember that one. No, I didn't see this one yet. Okay, I'll have to go back and do these. So this roll table is fun because if I roll, it'll actually make a check for me. But the fun thing is it hits a roll table. So what was the actual result? Is off that roll table. So I can embed roll tables, so this table can reference this table, reference this table.
Nice.
And just click once and it does it.
Very nice.
And so some of them are more complex than that and can't have that. Let me see if I can get it to actually do one of those ones. Wait, what? What do you mean there's no results from the table?
Are some of the tables empty?
No. So, here you go, a hunt. You get a plump sheep. Here you have agents of the enemy.
Huh.
So we have to check here. Okay, so we're gonna roll. And we roll. There are results in this. What do you mean? Oh, I see. I didn't have the dice on there. I'll have to check. So it is a spying Caribbean stumbled upon in the midst of their shady business. So you find them spying, essentially. So because that one is a complex, I couldn't just have it auto roll until I get the macros figured out. Enemy Abroad was one you saw me working on earlier. And so for here I could just say, what is it? Something like that? No. Yeah, there it goes. D4, so we'll say doing a spider colony. So now we need to roll one of these. We need to roll one of these. And so now we know that this colony of spiders that was stumbled across has a they're bloodthirsty, but they're also old, fat, and slow. Kind of fits. Drink so much, now it's old, fat, and slow. So yeah, it's kind of cool being able to quickly hammer them out instead of, flipping through the book at all the tables. You figure out which one it said doesn't have rolls. Ooh, there you go. You have to face a dragon. Yeah, see, there it is. One of them subtables must not have what's needed. An overwhelmingly large group of
grayed
orcs.
out on the left.
No, because these are all rolled out, grayed out because they are roll tables.
Weird. Oh, gotcha.
These are black because I can technically should be able to change the icon, I thought.
No.
I don't know. Guess not. But yeah, they're black because they are documents and not roll tables. The roll tables, for some reason, are gray. Gotcha. So my guess is I just need to go through and verify that I did it all. So arrival.
Really neat though.
Yeah, it's going to make it a lot easier to play. And that's I'm actually consider doing a solo play as well with some of the solo documents that there is to help play it and do some of the NPC characters that they could find along the way. Kind of the whole, oh, here we go. Kind of like Jarlson or other people are doing the Red Dead RP. do that sort of a thing, but in D&D terms.
All right, I'm gonna head out and find some food since I haven't eaten yet.
No, not allowed to do that.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Take care, man. Yeah, it's just me and you.
Yep.
But yeah, if you have any questions about the setting or anything we're doing, feel free. I don't mind talking about it. That's part of why I said you guys could stick around. Ask all the questions you want, find out about it.
And what age are you guys playing in?
Third Age.
You fighting a canon villain or someone that you come up with?
No, it's mid-Third Age. The game's going to start right before the Battle of Fornost, or right after. And so Angmar has just been defeated. So 1975 Third Age. Khazad-dûm is still open for business, but will be shut down during the campaign.
Gotcha. Okay, so the Witch King has just been defeated then?
Yeah, that is the Battle of Fornost. That is where he is defeated. And that is like just happened.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so yeah, it's before The Hobbit, before The Lord of the Rings, before all the movies. Not before all the books. Technically it's before the Rohirrim become the Rohirrim. They're still the Northern Riders, where their chieftain has slain a dragon.
So if Angmar has just been defeated then, this is after the Battle of Five Armies?
No. The Battle of Five Armies is at the end of The Hobbit.
Right. Doesn't Azog call for support from the north though?
Yes. Angmar had already fallen. That is the remnants that he calls, not actually Angmar. Angmar is the Witch King.
Gotcha. Okay.
And so this is someone's map that I found, with kind of more Third Age. So this is ending in 1975, which is when I was thinking about starting. His campaign was earlier, which I considered doing that as well, but I thought it'd be fun to pick up here.
Yeah, for sure.
So Arnor has just fallen, the Northern Kingdom of Men. It's just fallen. And in retaliation, Gondor and the elves came back and just beat the Witch King at Fornost. And so Angmar has just fallen. That doesn't mean it's gone. It's just they're defeated. And the Witch King goes back to Mordor with the Ring Wraiths. Khazad-dûm is still their place. Erebor hasn't been found. Erebor has not been set up. Erebor does not exist. And technically, the orcs go from Khazad-dûm, they go to Erebor, then they actually go up to the Grey Mountains. They get defeated by dragons in the Grey Mountains, go back to Erebor, and that's when they find the heart of the mountain.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So, much more a roundabout way of things than what most people think. They're like, oh, so the dwarves were there. No. So, hey, give me a minute to just check something here. I'll be right back.
Yep, no worries.
Hi, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time. We have one player who hasn't committed to what he wants to be, and then a dwarf, a human, and a human or elf undecided currently. I told the dwarf he'd have to do some extra work to be one, just because why would you leave Casadun? That is where your people are. There's no reason. And so he was willing to do that and came up with a story, so okay, that will work.
There you go.
That's the thing, it's not, with things like that, and like someone mentioned a hobbit, being a hobbit, it's like, well, why would they leave Hobbiton? They just were awarded it not long ago. They don't have a reason to leave. It doesn't mean none of them would, but you have to come up with a story as to why. And that's not being mean, it's just to make it fit the world. And I'll work with someone on that, but I want them to come up with their character as, their personality. Why would they do it?
Yeah. I mean, that just makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Xbox installed updates on me. I did not tell you to do that.
Man, so I'm like trying to think through what I'm going to do with my super science item. And there is a weapon that I would absolutely love to have one of from Star Wars, but it is kind of absurdly powerful.
What's that?
You know what a T7 Ion Disruptor is?
I believe I recall it. Why do you want that?
The T7 Ion Disruptor was a model of high-powered disruptor rifle designed to disable starships and take out multiple enemies at one time.
Mm-hmm. But that's a ship-based thing, is it not?
It is a handheld rifle.
What is it? The T7?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a link to it.
Disruptor rifle. Okay.
They were banned by the Imperial Senate, actually.
Designed to disable starships doesn't mean it was capable. But can take out multiple enemies at a time, so essentially kind of like a shotgun.
Yeah, the T7 let loose a burst of ionized plasma charged with enough energy to puncture starship holes. In its intended role, the T7 made short work of many armored vehicles, mechanized infantry, air speeders, and even starships, its intense ionization being particularly deadly to aircraft as it could shut down critical components and send them into a death spiral.
Mm-hmm. That's probably late game.
Yeah, I would agree. Such a cool gun, though.
It's a little bit definitely super science-y.
Yeah, for sure. I think I'm probably going to wind up with something closer to, like, the multi-tool, but I don't know.
There's options. That's always the best part.
Yeah, true that.
I could have just told you what you got and let you all decide who gets it. But, I figured I'd let you guys have a chance to,
Do you have ideas in mind?
Not yet. I hadn't really put a lot of thought into it because of everything else going on. I'm trying to get this ready, and then there's a whole bunch of stuff in personal life that has just been crazy. Kind of like the work stuff we talked about before stream started.
Yeah, I get that.
So I've not been able to do as much as I wanted on really anything, which is why as soon as you guys said call it because we're down by half, I'm like, okay, I'll do this because hey, I can still stream and chat with you and whoever else wants to come in, and show people the prep work done and, you know, make progress on it, because I need
you have
to.
the time for it, so.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing, it needs to get done. It's a lot of work, but in the long run it's going to pay off, because I'm going to have it all there and can pull it a lot easier than otherwise.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? I don't know, I'm trying to get this done and I'm streaming. Alright, give me just a moment.
Yep, no worries.
Apparently, little lady's decided she wants to be awake again, so I need to walk in there apparently so that she says mommy.
Round 3.
Right? And this is why I haven't gotten it done.
It's life, man, I get it.
Since you're here and you're interested in the setting, I have a proposal for you. When you're done geeking out over super science weapons, do you want to make a character? Even if it's, you know, just an NPC, you can make an NPC for them to engage with if you'd so desire.
Sure. You're probably gonna have to help me with lore, because I don't know a ton of the history.
I used to not know as much as I know. Needless to say, once I start going for a campaign, I kind of a little bit crazy and had lore videos playing on YouTube during work as my background noise for a while. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So people talking in depth about, you know, all the other books, in depth about, you know, Silmarillion and all of that, and who does what and who's where. Yeah. I mean, I liked it before, but I'd never had reason or motivation enough to get that far into the lore. So
Yeah, I get that. Man, there's a lot of good stuff in here, though.
Mm-hmm. What's fun is that sometimes you want high numbers, sometimes you want low numbers on this system.
How so?
Well, for example, here they talk about reward. You get a -1 on your journey events roll. Is that good or bad?
Well, I imagine you probably want to avoid specific events.
But do you want to avoid the higher ones or the lower ones?
I'm going to use some context clues here to say that you want to avoid the higher ones.
Based on the context. Now, if you look at this, this was actually the one where the dragon showed up. This one, they just meet people on the road. Typically good. Now, I will say there's an exception to this one. Mini meetings. If you did roll a 1 on your embarkation, then it was good. If you rolled a 12, it was bad. So, 12 or more auspicious beginnings. Now, they both have, benefits and consequences, both rewards and consequences. If you roll to get enemies, well, you got to engage in enemies. It means you're weaker, but you also got potentially experience and or loot. So, is it good or is it bad? And that's the fun of it.
Gotcha.
So, here you go. Embarkation roll. Oh, look. Keen eye of the enemy. Look at what that does. The company has misfortune of choosing a path which fell on a creature of evil men or other unlikely to be encountered. As a result, they get +1 on the journey table. Oh, so see, on these you want low. Whereas on the d20 rolls, you tend to want high, right? Because that's your skill checks. So it's just,
Right.
It's cool the way they have it set up where they balance out more the benefit of going that way. And as you saw, that had the document linked to the roll, so I can just click it and pop it up, which is fun. And they actually have roles for everyone. So you have the guide, scout, hunter, lookout. And the journey events will actually sometimes call for certain people to roll. So for example, if we go to events, we'll go with the old events table. This one is the guide. If the embarkation roll 10, lookout may use a wisdom ability check, allowing to find force unnoticed. So the lookout has to do a perception or stealth. And if they fail, well, then they may have blundered into an ambush. The other nice thing is that it'll actually will say And so some of them will, like the hunter, a hunt, obviously is the hunter. And so if you get that, it'll actually have the hunter make the roll, the lookout make a roll. I'm talking about the hunt. See? So the hunter has to do the roll. So you do want to put people in the roles that are able to do them because it can be beneficial. So it's fun.
Gotcha.
At the same time, it can also avoid difficulties and stuff. Depending on the difficulty of the terrain, so if it's just normal terrain, you get no modifier. If it's easy terrain, so it's well-traveled paths and everything, right? You're easy time going. Well, then it's a -1 on the roll, so you're more likely to get, no bad events. If it's severe terrain, you go up. If it's daunting, so, going over the mountains with the stone giants, +2. If you take longer trips, the embarkation roll goes up as well, and you have more events. So for short one, a journey is 1 to 15 hexes. You get D2 for number of challenges. Medium journey is 16 to 40 hexes. It's a D2 +1, so 2 to 3 journey encounters, which I was showing those earlier. And if you give a long journey, well, you get D3 +2 events. And that is just getting to your actual quest. You have these journeys, which is very Middle-earth.
Yeah, that's definitely fitting.
So you do the embarkation, you then do the journey events based on how many you're supposed to do. And then after that, you do the arrival. In the arrival, you actually want to roll higher, not lower. Because top one, inspired and filled with hope. Well, let's see what it does. You got a 4. We'll go, straight no modifier, right? And so the company arrival pool time. The company's arrival is poorly timed, and it may be that there is unsure if they have even arrived in the correct destination. They may arrive in a settlement late at night or in the gates being barred. So, not exactly beneficial.
Agreed. So, okay. Is this relevant to the NPC that I'm making then, or?
Oh no, this is just about how the game system works.
Gotcha. Okay.
You let me know when you're ready to do that, and we can go to there. I'm just letting you, chatting with you about the other setting and how things work, and sharing it with our viewers who may or may not know how Adventures in Middle-earth works.
Okay, so since I'm not really going to be part of the main campaign, what is your general plan for the story? Like, what areas would they be passing through?
I'm still working on it. I plan on having most, if not all, of the standard Middle-earth locations available. So if they want to go down to Minas Tirith, fine. If they want to travel over to, Grey Havens, fine. Now they may or may not have quests to do that. And some of it is going to be based on who they choose to select as patrons, which quests they will be given. I don't have it here. Oh, I did have it there, though. Right. No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted you to actually open it. Because I put the timeline in there. Alright, so this is 3 different sites, timelines. And they don't all line up completely. Some of them are incomplete, and some of them have things slightly off. But if we go down to when I was mentioning Third Age, 1975, you'll notice this one has a gap here. Well, that is not too helpful. What happens during that time? You'll see in 1980, Dwarves of Moria awaken the Belrogue, which technically was called Khazad-dûm. And, of course, the Witch King returns to Mordor in preparation for Sauron's return. In 1981, Dwarves flee Moria. 99, Thrain the First finds the Arkenstone in Erebor. Wait, 81 to 99? That's a pretty big jump. And so that's where I started looking for others, right? To be clear, in 1000 is when Gandalf arrives. 1000 of the Third Age. Isildur and the Last War against Sauron. That whole thing where Isildur gets the One Ring, that was the end of the Second Age. So it's before the last alliance of men and elves, as Lord of the Rings, labels it as and everything. That is the end of the Second Age. Then it goes into the Third Age. So, if we look over here, this one's a little more in depth. You'll see in 1300, so 300 years after Gandalf arrives in Middle-earth, right? The Witch King travels north to the realm of Angmar and starts setting it up. Well, he took advantage of the fact that Arnor had an issue where it split into 3 instead of remaining united. And so he started setting up Angmar in preparation for that. In 1050, the hobbits begin to flee the river that is just to the east of the Misty Mountains, which is where the hobbits originally were when Smeagol, when he found the ring and stuff. That was actually where they were at, and they get pushed out of there when Sauron starts searching in the south of Greenwood, and it becomes Mirkwood. The hobbits leave, and so funny thing is, well, he basically brought his own demise by sending the hobbits away, and a hobbit had already found it. Funny. They weren't hobbits at the time. They were called river folk, but we'll jump down a ways more. So, 1600, Fallowhide decide to cross the river and settle down, and a large number of hobbits follow them. And then 01, the Shire is the first settled by hobbits, with permission of King Argaleb. So, 1601 of the Third Age, that is when the hobbits settle. Okay, let's keep going down then. When do we start having problems? Let's see. Gondor attacked by Wain Riders, the Northmen of Rovarian occupied by Wain Rider rebels. Yep. Wain Riders are terrible individuals from the east. Keep going down, keep going down. 45, Pelander, steward of Underworld, rejects the claim to the crown and instead gives it to someone else, Gondorian strife. keep going down. The kingdom of Arthedain, the last kingdom of Arnor, is conquered by Angmar in 1974. Fornost is destroyed and left in ruins. That was towards the end of 74. Come 75, the armies of Gondor and Lindon destroy Angmar at the Battle of Fornost, with the deaths of Aravundi. And this is actually where the prophecy that the Witch King will not be slain by mortal man comes in. And then, of course, the dwarves of Khazad-dûm awaken Durin's Bane, the Balrog. 99, Dwarvish Kingdom of the Lowly Mountain is founded. It's about this time that the Vorla the Hunter, the son of Pelennor, hunts the Kine of Arwa, the Fields of Run. Not sure what that means. See, that's one of those things I'm like, okay, it's in the timeline. I don't know what that means. I'll have to research it if it becomes relevant. However, in 2000, that event is actually covered in the Shadow of Mordor and the Shadow of War. Technically, the Nazgûl press in and attack Minas Ithil. Do you know Minas Ithil?
It's not one I'm familiar with.
Minas
Based on-
Ithil is more known as Minas Morgul in the timeline that most people know of.
Isn't that the city of the Nine?
Minas Morgul, yeah. It was actually one of the two capitals. There's technically three capitals of Gondor, because two brothers came and set up Gondor. One set up a town, his home city, in Minas Arnor, which is later called Minas Tirith. One set his up in Minas Ithil, which later was captured and called Minas Morgul, and they jointly ruled in a place called I can see the town in my head because it gets sacked during the movie. But it's not coming to my mind. You know the city on the river that they show in the movie that they're trying to hold?
Minas
Osgiliath.
Tirith?
Osgiliath was where the brothers, the dual kings of Gondor would actually rule from, with the large Palantir that was the master Palantir. And that was actually in Osgiliath. And so one had Minas Anor, and one had Minas Ithil as their own city, and together they jointly ruled and resided in Osgiliath. Crazy, huh?
There's a lot to keep up with.
Yeah. And that's not even like half of it, but it's probably more than enough to shove the fire hose down your throat and blast you. Let's see, where is Smog lays waste to Dale, right? It's the beginning of the Hobbit movie story, where they talk about the precursor stuff where Smog destroys the dwarves, right? That was in 2770, the Third Age. And we're thinking about starting in 1975. So not quite 1,000 years, but not too far off. If you want to get closer, 29. Where's that? It was 1975, yeah. So if we go to here, right? We go to 2975, which they don't actually have. They have 76. Denethor II marries, and then the next year, Bane, son of Bard, becomes king of Dale. Wait. That is 1,000 years after when the story takes place that we're doing. 1,000 years after the fall of Khazad-dûm, Arwen pledges her hand to Aragorn. Pretty crazy, isn't it? So that's after The Hobbit, obviously, but before Lord of the Rings. Between those two movies is 1,000 years after when we'd be when I'm thinking currently that would be playing.
So wait, you said 1,000 years after The Hobbit, but before Lord of the Rings?
No. So between Hobbit and Lord of the Rings is the 1,000th year after when we start playing the campaign. Gotcha. So if you wanted to jump 1,000 years, you'd wind up literally right between those two. So it's not quite 1,000 years for The Hobbit. It's more than 1,000 years for Lord of the Rings. So if you take them both into account, roughly 1,000 years before them is when we'd be playing. But yeah, if we go back to 2944, Bard becomes king and rebuilds Dale. But 1975 is when I'm thinking right now. And there's all that history. And that doesn't include the first age, the second age, and the untimed portion before the first age. So what do you think?
That would be... I mean, that is a lot to keep up with.
Well, do you think it sounds fun to play like that far before those events?
Yeah, that does. It certainly sounds fun. I'm just trying to fit everything together in my head,
Yeah, that's the only reason I mentioned the timeline based on the other movies and stuff, so it's that far back. I was kind of thinking it would be fun to have a rumor. You hear talk of the dwarves are all leaving their home. Something weird happened over there. You find out, well, they woke Durin's Bane. Durin the Fourth, slain in battle by the Balrog. But yeah, it's that far back gives us, we know what's coming as players, but gives us kind of that blank slate to kind of forge your own story.
Yeah, for sure.
And see, that's what I'm talking about, trying to respect his world, is I'm looking at the timeline that has been recorded by him, by things he's written and said and everything, right? And trying to make our story fit within it, not change his stuff at all. I'm trying to respect what he has created. Because that's why we like it, is because he did a good job creating it. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
but yeah, there's a quick fire hydrant. Suck it down for you. If you want it in probably a nicer format, there's always, this sort of thing. Timeline where people's actually made nice videos of it, showing the map and everything. I'm not that nice, I don't have that.
A YouTube video or whatever.
Yeah. But I'm not that nice, I guess. Ha ha ha.
We've got a lot to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Just a few tons of things. Very right. In PC. So here's some characters that they have in Middle Earth that they had specs for in PCs. So an elf lord, an elf, chieftain, farmer. Oh, check this out. Farmer has a cool ability. On his turn, is it as a bonus action? Or just does it? Once per short rest, he can whistle for his dogs to aid him. And he gets D4 dogs just show up and help him out. Which, yeah, they're only a D8, basically a Mastiff. But still, that means it goes from a standard CR 1/4 and has 1 to 4 dogs show up to help him out.
Yeah, for sure.
Surprise! So there's that. Actually, as a player, instead of feats, they have virtues. And there's virtue based on your culture, where there's 3 different cultures that actually have a virtue that gives you a companion. One is the Esquire. I'm sure you can guess which culture that one comes from. One is a Hound of Mirkwood, and one is a Servant.
Okay.
And you can have them as a companion. The Servant has 3 variants. The Esquire is the strongest to start with, combat-wise. And comes with the best gear. However, the Hound, his health goes up as you go up. So the Hound's health is your level times 4. So every time you level up, he gets 4 more health. Where the Esquire has 3d8 and the Servant has 2d8. Now, the thing with the Servant is there's actually 3 variants. The Page, the Porter, and the Scrivener. So, the Page is to handle messages, and he actually, so the base Servant has perception, right? Well, if you're a Page, you get Tradition and Insight. As a Porter, you get Athletics and Survival. As a Scrivener, you get History and Lore. So you basically can pick which servant you want and swap them out. But you can only have one at a time. What that does is allow you to kind of have someone who can do things. And I'm sure you know what a Page, a Porter, and a Scrivener are, so I don't need to explain those probably. So yeah.
So, Okay. What are my options for race?
You don't have race. You have culture.
Gotcha.
So actually, let's create you. NPC, we will create a new folder. I want to create player support folder. I like trying to keep things pretty and organized because I'm weird.
I'm a supporting NPC then?
No. I can't spell notable apparently. What did I spell wrong?
It's got an A.
Yeah. My brain did it, and I was like, that's not right. I know it's not right. Why is it not right? So, you are a notable character. We are going to label you as non-player character for now. What do you want the name to be, or you want to pick later?
I can generate a name. Give me a second here.
Sure. Don't worry, I called you Test for now. So, culture options are Bardings, Bjornings, Dunedain, Dwarves, Elves of Mirkwood, Elves of Rivendell, Hobbit, Men of Bree, Men of Minas Tirith, Men of the Lake, Riders of Rohan, Woodmen of the Wilder Lands. At the time that we're taking place, I'm mixing a few of them together because I don't know if Esgaroth and Dale have actually even been created yet. So I'm putting a few of them together. Actually, let me check that map. Now, I will say I did not create this map. I tried to email the guy and ask if I can use it. The system for emailing him wasn't working. So, I tried and was unable to. So I'm not claiming it as mine. I'm not claiming his work. That would be rude and inappropriate. But I'm pulling it up so we have something to reference. So Esgaroth is here by Erebor, along with Dale right north of it. I don't know that they were created yet. That was one thing I should have checked when we had it open. Do you have any idea of who you would like to be or not? Yeah, Smog just lays waste to Dale. They don't actually say when Dale was created. That's what I was worried about. Alright, cool. What are you thinking?
So, I can't remember his name, but,
Don't have to. Just tell me a little about
So-
him. Where's he from? What's he do? And I'll tell you.
okay. I mean, I'd like to make a character sort of similar to, Aragorn's Strider personality, so to speak.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of them. They're technically all the Dunedain are that, and they actually become the Dunedain the year we start.
Okay, well, I guess I could be,
They go into exile at that point.
I will become an exiled Dunedain then.
And that's essentially what it is. They don't want to. They're Arnor's weakened, so instead of trying to rebuild the kingdom and stuff, they decide to go into support and hiding. Because they're so weakened, they don't want to draw the ire of the enemy and get attacked more, right? So instead they protect the Shire and kind of become the Dunedain.
Okay, yeah, I'll be a Dunedain then.
There's also Rangers of the Greenwood, which is, I mean, not all of them are actually Rangers, but the Men of Rohan are on the east side of the Misty Mountains. along the river. And they're technically still horsemen. They're just live and ride here. They're a bit nomadic. There's also some other tribes that are here that then become the Woodmen and Bjornings. So those three are kind of all here working together.
So, have you ever read The Ranger's Apprentice?
No, I haven't.
Okay, there's a character in that that series named Halt, he's like the current like sort of head ranger dude of their little organization.
Okay.
If you just look up Ranger Halt, you'll probably find him. But basically, the Rangers are supposed to basically be like...
Holt or Halt?
It depends which version of it you're reading. But it's spelled H-A-L-T.
Okay.
Like that.
Halt
That'll bring him
O'Cormac.
up.
There you go.
So yeah, that guy. He is supposed to be this like super highly trained, like ranger dude. The rangers in this are basically like the king's like special agents. He works for a baron.
Mm-hmm.
And rangers are described in this series as being very feared by the common folk because they're so good at stealth and things like that that they're frequently conflated with black magic. So they're proficient with like throwing knives, fighting knives, bow and arrow. I mean, they're just normal dudes. They don't have like special powers, but they're just like really well trained. Holt himself though is like, man, a few words, like let's get the job done, don't get in my way type.
Yeah.
And then there are others like Gillen, who there should be a link right there. If you scroll down under his apprentices, one of them should be, Gillen right there. He mentioned Gillen during the following peacetime.
Mm-hmm. Gillen is, I clicked on it. Former apprentice of Halt. Yeah. Son to the kingdom's finest battle master. Sir David became a ranger commandant in a new beginning after Crowley's death.
So they're supposed to be proficient horsemen, proficient archers. Their horses specifically are interesting because they're like trained to do things like when the ranger gives it a particular signal, it will change its gait so he can hear footsteps of anyone following him.
Mm-hmm.
And if he drops its lead or like hops off of its saddle, it will stop dead and then work hard to quiet its footfalls. So
then you'd want to be one of the Rohirrim if you want to have that, in which they're not called the Rohirrim at the time, but
that I'm not particularly interested in, but that's the type of character generally that I'm looking to make.
Okay. The Dunedain is a valid option.
Yeah. The
Woodmen are actually a valid option. They're the ones who survive Mirkwood. The Bardings probably not. They're Dale, men of Dale. Bjornings, they're a bit bigger, so probably not. They're known for being, more like Bjorn because they work with him.
Rangers of the Wood sounds about right.
Riders of Rohan would work. They actually have some rangers as well if you like the animal aspect. Men of the Lake are more merchants. That's why the money. Of course, if you want to be an elf, that does it. Elves of Mirkwood are stealthy. So, I would say probably one of those four.
I think I'll go with a Woodman of Wilderland.
Okay. So, we'll pull this up. Woodmen of Wilderland. They are some of the men of the North, as I just had said. Light-haired, tall, brown skin, fair cheeks. They do hate the orcs because the orcs hound and pester them, and they're trying to survive in Mirkwood, which is a very pleasant place. No. They have dex score increase, and they have ability score, 2 other ability score increases. They tend to have adventuring age between 16 and 30. Their height is between 5 and 6 foot tall. They have proficiency in survival. They get a woodman virtue, and they can speak the Vale of Anduin tongue, which is a archaic version of common speech, which is related to Dilish.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
So,
Need your ability scores. You want to use a standard array, or you want to roll?
we can roll for him.
Okay. Oh, I don't remember the command. Slash roll. How do I get it to do the other things? Simple command slash R works. Okay. Number of dice, faces. Plus, where's the keep? Divide by 3. I don't want to divide by 3. I want to keep.
I'm going to send you the name.
So, not what I wanted. I must need the advanced. Count the number of successes, roll number of dice equal to the results. Dice pools. Keep only the highest result, so KH number. Wait, what? Oh, that's what it was.
So I think it would be like slash roll 46kh or whatever.
Oh, I didn't put the brackets around it. Did you have to spell it out? I thought you could do it without spelling it out. Is it case sensitive? No, they have it lowercase. Oh, they have it right next to. But I'm trying to do that. Why aren't you working? Oh, keep high. Oh, I forgot the comma. That's not what I want. I don't want to keep that. I want to keep highest.
Wouldn't that just be that first command there then?
Potentially, but I'm worried that's only going to keep one highest. Oh, here we go. I'm still learning this system. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. I was like, that's not right. Alright, so 11, 8, 15, 14, 9, 9. How do you want to distribute those? We tend to go straight down, but it lets you swap one like we said.
So what is my, like, archery and stuff like that? Is that dexterity?
Dex. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll put, I guess, the 15 in dex.
Okay. Should I give you the 5 points to disseminate as well?
Sure. I mean, this isn't a player character, so it's not gonna matter that much.
No. But I mean, it's useful to have just in case you get attacked by orcs.
For the fun of it, let's go ahead and put 2 of those into Constitution and then 3 into Charisma.
There you go. You get dex score increased by 1. And then 2 others increased by 1.
Okay. Well, we'll bump up,
Strength
I guess.
and wisdom. Round them out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Alright, there you go. Speed's there, there's that. We can do language. We click this. You speak Vel Anduin. Get survival. You are Humi. Armor class is fine for now. There's that. Woodcrafty, swordsman. Alright. So we got that. We do need to drop that on here, so we're going to go here. We're going to take this. We're just going to pop it on there, and now we know you're a woodman of the Wildlands. We know that you get a virtue from your culture, so we look for the woodman of the Wildlands. Wildlands, if I can speak correctly. Why did... Oh, got it right. I forgot about that. Alright, so Woodman of the Wildlands gives you these options. You can have Hunter's Resolve. You can have Herbalism Remedies. You can have Hound of Mirkwood. You can have Natural Watchfulness. Or you can have Staunch Resolve of the Woodman. And so we're going to close that for a minute. We can close this. And we'll look at these and let you decide which one you are most interested in. If you want me to read out anything on them or shift anything on them, let me know. Herbal Remedy gives you access to fragrant weeds and poison remedies, which I'll pop those up here.
I think I'm going to take Natural Watchfulness.
Okay. Natural Watchfulness. While within a few miles of a forest, you have advantage on perception. You gain +5 to initiative rolls, as long as you are near woodlands, forests.
I mean, that makes sense with me and Mirkwood. So, yeah, I'll go with that one.
I mean, they're all good, don't get me wrong, that's the thing. Like, that's what I love about them is, I mean, having a hound companion, yeah, that's cool. That's helpful. Being able to sing during a short rest to boost the amount of healing you get. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Spending inspiration to expend a hit die and immediately recover health during combat as though you'd finished a short rest. That's useful. being able to ignore effects of one level of exhaustion. So if you do get exhausted, you don't have to act like you are. That's useful. Be able to spend inspiration to make a DC 15 medicine check to neutralize a poison. That's useful. So they're all useful. That's what I love about it, is they're all very flavorful for the world and are all so useful. And I was just reading it out just for anyone who's, not able to read it. But natural watchfulness it is. So we will drop that on you. Natural watchfulness. Bam, there you got it. And so if you ever want to check, you can click it and you can see, oh yeah, that's what it does. So there you go. We have created your character, except there is one problem. We haven't picked a class. Nor have we given you starting equipment. So, they don't give you money. Interesting. That is interesting indeed. I did not even realize that, dude. You know what I just realized?
What's that?
I have nothing available for silver pennies, which is the main currency for everything.
That is kind of important.
And not a tool, a loot. Yeah, I literally just noticed that. For currency. That one looks like a silver penny to me. Silver pennies.
I would say second in on the second to last row.
Oh. Second in? Oh, you're saying the blanks? Like silver stack coin?
Yeah.
You like that better than this assorted mixed silver coins?
I mean, it seems like in a medieval setting they wouldn't take the time to emboss individual faces.
Actually, they do. Medieval coins tended to actually have an embossing on them.
Okay. I mean, whatever works, so.
Part of it was actually technically during the process of creating them to be the same weight. They would actually use a stamp thing to get the right amount of silver each time. So, but I get your point.
Okay. So, we've got currency taken care of then.
Yep. So I need to drop that on there. So right now you have 1. We need to come over and roll 2d6. You have 5 silver pennies. So if we go here, we click this, we can go to quantity, and so you have 5.
Okay.
I thought it showed how many you have. Apparently not. Okay. So you have silver pennies. Let's go back to gear, and then we took care of that. And here's one of the nice things, right? There's a lot of equipment. So I'm not even going to bother looking for it. Some of them aren't there, actually, now that I think about it. So we do know that you have summer traveling gear. What's in the traveling gear? This? So technically either we can drag and put them on, or we can just leave them all piled up in here.
I mean, yeah. Like, it's just basic clothes, so.
Yeah. Now, I don't think I put that in there because it wasn't under the list of Yeah, I didn't make any cloaks because they weren't technically listed in the things that you could get, which was odd, now that I think about it. Is this just doing new loot? Should be gear, though. So I'll need to make that. See, that's why I'm glad you're doing this with me, because you're helping me find things that are missing that shouldn't be, because of, you know, reasons. So thank you.
Yep.
And it's fun to do it with you. So even if you can't play, you can at least have someone in it. A traveling cloak. No, it's not light armor. It's actually probably a trinket. Don't know a price. And we will go to equipment. We will go for shoulders. No, not shoulders. We want to go the back. The back. Generic traveling cloak. Sure. So now we give you your traveling cloak. You have a dagger. And it's actually a belt dagger. It's specified. And we'll go ahead and make it look more like a woodland knife. Sure. Do we want? That one has a horn for the handle. Perfect. Because, you know, animal parts for hunters, right? Plus, choose any one. Okay. Do you want a basket of berries? A hunting trap? A hand-carved gaming set? A decorative leather armband or choker? Which one of those do you want?
I'll go with the gaming set.
Okay. I don't know that I created those either. I did! And yours is a hand-carved, so we go in here, gaming set, and we go here and we say... You have the only hand-carved gaming set in the entire game. You know how I know that? Because it didn't actually change the instance of it over here, it just changed your version of it. So as long as you have the base version, you can create variants there of it. And there you go. Now you have all that equipment. So now we would need to pick a class. I'm going to go grab coffee, though. I am out of coffee, and that is a crime. Coffee helps me think when I'm doing things like this.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright. But yeah, these are the different classes. I will leave it up, and you can kind of get an idea on what they are. You probably don't want to be a scholar. Maybe you would. My guess is probably a wanderer, but I will let you choose that. Put this layer down here. We'll do, we got warrior and treasure hunter left. Put one up here, and I'll put one down here. And I'll be back in just a moment. So, which one do you think fits you?
I think I'm gonna go with the Wanderer.
Why would that be, I wonder?
Admittedly, I can't see most of the text because of the overlays that you have.
Oh. I can fix that. I mean, you should be able to see the part that matters on them.
Yeah, I can see enough to know that I want to go with Wanderer.
Okay, I was going to say, you can't see the class features, but you should be able to see the rest. Wanderer is basically Ranger, slightly modified.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one.
Which is why I thought you'd probably go for Wanderer. Wait, what? What did you say? You gave me an error message. What was the error message? Item cannot... Oh! So NPCs apparently can't get classes. Alright. There's a way around that.
I mean, you could just make me a player character, I guess, but...
Oh, there's another way. You are a 3rd level Wanderer. Just because I can't add a class to you doesn't mean I can't give you everything the class has. That's one of the advantages of the way they have it set up. So, they tell me no, and I say yes. So I say you have 3d10 plus none. So 3d10 health. 16. 18? How's 18 sound? Should I go for another roll?
That works.
20, there you go. It's actually still not that high. There you go.
When does this game play?
This one won't be taking place till May. Because I'm finishing up the existing one. And then currently debating between the 17th and 31st. Based on when the other one ends. And it's every other Tuesday, so it's not every week like the sci-fi one. Because they couldn't do every week.
If it's Tuesdays in the evening, I could probably make it if you have an available player slot.
Yeah. It's the same time as the sci-fi one. And it's every other Tuesday in the evening.
Okay. I mean, if you've got a player slot, I
Yeah,
can play.
I have 5. I don't mind an additional.
Alright. You want to just convert Elstan here into a player character then?
If that's what you want him to be.
Yeah, I'll play.
Okay. In that case, do you have IPv6? You said you did.
External routing, I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, then you should be able to click on the AiME channel, and you should be able to click what I have in there, and you should be able to jump in and build the character yourself, and I can help you with it.
Which channel?
AiME, Adventures in Middle Earth. Should just be below the sci-fi.
That is a hell of a URL. Okay.
It's IPv6. So, password for the player is the player.
Yeah, at the moment I'm just getting loading.
Yeah. You should get Yeah, bright white screen. No, that's terrible. Wait, what?
Do I need to ditch the brackets?
No, you need the brackets. Let me do this, because I clicked that instead of this. This is what I wanted to click. Just the actual IPv6 address and the port. Well, it worked last time I tried it. I should be online. Can't. Connection timeout. Interesting. Why did you do that?
Hey, it's possible that your IP changes between sessions. I can't imagine they're going to assign a static one to your session every time.
They don't assign it. It's mine.
Ah, okay, so it's routing specifically to your instance then?
Yes. It's my PC. And 3549 should be the same. It didn't look like it changed. Why are you having issues then? I literally tested it the other day. I had my wife do it on her laptop to be a separate machine even. The external IP did change. Well, that would do it. Why did the external change? Interesting.
Who's your ISP?
A little crappy company. That'll do it.
Small company then?
I'm being sarcastic. AT&T.
Oh, well, that is crappy, just not little.
Exactly. Try that one. Just PM'd you.
We do want HTTP, correct? Not HTTPS.
Mm-hmm. And I have up on stream right now what you should see when you get there. I literally didn't even put HTTP on it at all. I just literally put on there the I didn't even have the HTTP when I put it in there. I just had the brackets and then IP and then port.
Right, but I mean, a browser is going to specify the protocol.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. No, by default it will. I know that. By default it does not S unless you tell it to do S.
I am still just getting endless loading.
Interesting.
I am IPv6 compatible. I just did the check, so.
You did this check?
Yep. 10 out of
Okay.
10.
Interesting. Because I put it in and loaded, and it went to the external one. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm puzzled. This is another. Since you're interested, I'll let you help me troubleshoot and try to get it working for everyone. So yes, I'm using you a little bit. Sorry.
Okay.
Not in a mean way. But yeah, you should come here and be able to select your player and then put the password in. And get in. Yay! I remember the password. Oh, cool. I can select my player color. I hadn't done this. Sure, I'll be that. Player avatar. I can't switch my player avatar. No! I need to switch my player avatar. I'm just kidding, I don't care. Default sheet. Sure. Don't know why that matters. Select your character. Go with that one. My character's not on the table! GM! My character's not on the table! Not that one. That one.
Do I need a specific browser? Or,
No.
I mean, what are you using?
I use Chrome, but I've also done it on other browsers. My wife did it on... can't remember what something. Why are you not displaying it? You're showing it. Why are you not displaying the proper token? That's puzzling. Let's change it. Would that work? No. Well, I found a problem. It's not displaying the proper token. No, they shouldn't be able to see all these. Terrible. Oh, there we go. So just for some reason it got broken. Girded. Prototype token. Appearance. I got it. I see what happened. I did learning things. Cool. I broke it and I figured out how to fix it, dude. Not for your thing, unfortunately. Alright.
Yeah, I'm still just seeing endless loading here.
That is odd. I believe you. To be clear, I do believe you. I'm just puzzled. Because I loaded it and it worked. I'm not saying that's absolute, just then why is it not working? I mean, yeah, I'm on the same computer, but I went through the browser and went external IP and everything. I don't think your system has a problem. So I'm going to do something really weird that I don't probably recommend normally doing. I'm going to search. I want to... whatever, I'll search. See if you'll do it correctly. Where is my brackets? I'm not used to typing on my phone like this. I can't find where things are that I want. Where is the square brackets? Where did you put my things? I'll try it without the brackets. I don't think it'll work without the brackets, though. Do you seriously not have the square brackets for me, phone? You ever seen them not on there? Or have you ever seen them on there? Or you've never bothered?
I've never tried to use them on my phone, to be honest.
All good. I'm just asking if you had. I wouldn't recommend doing this on your phone because I don't think the resolution will actually work. I'm just trying to see if I can get it to load for the sake of seeing if I can get it to load. Do I have that email on here? Or did I not put that email on here? That's a problem. If you have more than one email, you gotta remember if you did or didn't put it on this or that device.
So, did you configure port forwarding?
No. With IPv6, you didn't need to. That's part of why I was going with it. I have to do it for IPv4, and that's what I might have to do anyways.
So, okay. And this IP address that you provided me, that's your publicly routable IPv6 address?
That's what I got off the tester IPv6. Your public internet appears to be...
Okay. So, if I'm just routing to your router then over port 40,000, how is your router knowing to route me to your PC?
I thought about that. And according to the Foundry helped page that I went to and was looking at it, they said that it works. I'm not claiming to know it all, man. I don't know how Foundry programmed their stuff.
Yeah, no worries.
But
I'm trying to figure it out.
come on, load. I literally had to email myself the link because it's not letting me do it otherwise. Okay, good. I have it off so I can just use data on my phone as soon as it decides to let me have it. And no, I really do appreciate this. This is something I'm trying to then figure out. If I can get someone outside my house to test with me for that reason. Because I'm not convinced until that happens that it works, you know?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm doing it on my phone, which has no connection
So,
to my...
internally on your home network there, are you using IPv4?
I think it has both, based on what the router said when I went in and checked its settings.
Right, but your actual, like, machine...
It has
is
6.
It running with an IPv4
It has
address?
IPv6. There is a 4 address, but it has a 6. When you do ipconfig, it has both.
Okay, which is being prioritized by the router?
That I don't know. I didn't see a prioritization option when I looked at the router. Because yeah, if we look here, IPv6 is available.
Okay, and do you have UPnP enabled?
I was pretty sure I had that enabled. No, I want you over here. Yeah. That would be on the router. Let me check. Let me pull it up and verify. I know that in Foundry they had a setting for that I turned on.
Did you switch this to using port 40,000 manually?
Yes.
Off of the 30,000 it uses by default?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was before I did any testing. I thought it would be fun to have it that instead for some reason. Alright, have the router up. Do you know where it says if it's prioritizing one or the other? So, line 1, phone's not active. Go smartphone manager, device list. This one has 6, so this is my... No, that's her laptop. This is mine. Okay. So IPv4 address is listed. Last active right now. Status on. Connection type. IVBP. Valid lifetime.
So
Valid lifetime forever. Preferred forever.
which NIC are you using to connect to your router? Are you connected wirelessly?
No.
You have physical cable then?
Yes.
Okay. On your machine, do you have both of those IP addresses bound to that specific NIC? Both IPv4 and 6?
I have no wireless on this computer.
Right, I get that.
There's only the
But-
one NIC.
Okay. So Windows is seeing both an IPv4 and an IPv6 address attached to that one NIC?
Yes.
Okay, if you disable IPv4 in the NIC, does anything change?
I hadn't done that. Device manager, right?
It should be through change adapter settings under control panel.
Oh, okay. Network. Network adapter center. Private connection Ethernet. Where is the change adapter settings? Don't need that anymore, and I can't get rid of it. The Ethernet is the only one there. You said disable 4?
Yeah, I would try disabling 4. Although, I think we may have a different issue. Hold on. So your public IPv6, just to make sure, is at 2E39BA42, correct? That's what it ends with?
It's the one I just sent you, yeah. BA42.
Okay. So that IP is not even pingable from my network.
Interesting. Because, I mean, it's what it says right here.
Yeah. I mean, I'm wondering if you have...
Still shows the same.
I'm almost wondering if your ISP has you behind NAT. Because if your ISP has you behind NAT externally, I'm not going to be able to get to you.
What would be the way to fix that? I wonder.
You'd have to call your ISP and ask for a publicly routable static. That would also explain why your address changed in between sessions. There shouldn't be any costs to getting a publicly routable static address. You should be able to just call them and say, hey, I need a publicly routable IPv6 static address, and they should know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. Problem is, I still might have to set up the port forwarding for IPv4 for one of the guys to play.
Yeah, I mean, if you are going to do that, you're still going to have to call your ISP, because if you're behind NAT on 6, you're going to be behind NAT on 4.
Yeah. Is there any way to know that? To see it?
Let's see.
And I appreciate your help, man. It's been a while since I've done this sort of stuff. I'm a little bit rusty. I'm realizing that.
Well, this is what I do for a living, so hold on.
I get that. Global unicast IPv6 address. Native IPv6 MTU.
Alright, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just reading over this, seeing if I see anything.
Okay, can you share your desktop real quick? Like, just through Discord?
Yeah, what do you need to see?
If you could pull up a CMD session, I'm just going to try to determine if you are behind a NAT or not. Because we should be able to do that by running a tracer out to your public IP.
Sure. Had it up, it did it down. This is frustrating. Alright, what do you want? Just ping it? Is that what you're saying to do, or what?
Sorry, it shows I'm talking on mute. If you do a trace route to your public IP address.
Is that what it is?
Should be trace RT.
Okay, yeah, so it's like, wait a minute, that's not quite right.
blackbox.attlocal.net. Okay. Yeah, and that's your... There's only a single hop, so give me just a moment here.
I appreciate your help. Like you said, I trust your expertise on it better than figuring it out myself, since it's actually what you do.
Linux, why are you such a pain?
interesting. So that won't do it. Wow, there is a little bit of lag there. Expected. Interesting.
Can you pull your router back up real quick?
Yeah. What on it?
Okay, under broadband to the left there.
It wants to go where I click. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me full screen this so I can see.
Which part are you trying to look at, and I can make it easier to see?
I'm just trying to see in general, so I'm trying to like sort of get a sense of what I'm looking at here. Can you scroll up? Okay. Broadband IPv4, gateway IPv4, address MAC address, primary DNS, secondary DSLAM vendor ID, toaster. Okay, this is all just signal attenuation and stuff like that. Can you scroll back up?
That was the top.
Under configure, what are your options?
I don't have that offhand.
Okay.
I have it in the other room. If we need to do that, I can do it later.
Yeah, it might be good to get a look at that later, because I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well, so actually, if you go back to the router there real quick, can you? Oh wait, hold on. Broadband IPv4 address, gateway IPv4 address. Holy crap, you are in a huge IP block.
Uh-huh.
Alright, give me just a second. I'm gonna try something from my side.
Cool.
So could you pull that IP info up again?
Yeah. The public one here, or broadband?
The router. Okay. I'm gonna try and run a trace route from my network to yours, so give me just a second to do that.
Yep. Just messing with this, seeing what I can do with it. Standard. Oh. I see. You can't see any of them. Okay. Did I spell that right? Like I spelled it wrong. I did spell it right. I see. Interesting. So as soon as I moved that in the folder, it showed up. Can I create new? No. Can I edit? No. Interesting. But if I edit, why did you roll? Oh, rolled for initiative? Didn't realize I clicked initiative. Why? Well, D8 should be +1, so it should be 9. Oh, interesting. Ah, so I can change it on this one. Okay, cool. So, you watch here. Yeah. Alright. Ah, 6 levels of exhaustion. I'd be dead. Can you change yours? You can, okay. So a player can control a player's character, but they can't change any other characters. Makes sense. Cross-press damages. Background. I thought we put your background in there. Okay. To do so, use a bonus action. Okay. This one is not set to use bonus action. It should be. that. It did. Excellent. So updating that. Updated for her as well. Ooh. Did I update the raw one or did I update that one? I didn't update this one. Okay, that's a problem. That's what I meant to update. The actual class-based one. So that it shows. That one does not. Realizing I did not do the action cost on them and should have. Yeah, so most of them don't. That is something that is not here and should be.
Okay, so I don't know if your modem/router is blocking ICMP packets or just dropping them with like a firewall configuration. But I'm not able to ping either your IPv4 or IPv6 address from my network or a Looking Glass network.
Interesting. That's good to know. Because it works fine for me.
Yeah, I'm also not able to ping your IPv4 headend, which means I can't even hit the gateway that your modem is forwarding to. So I'm wondering if AT&T is blocking or dropping ICMP packets specifically to that network.
Interesting.
On your router itself, do you have like firewall options you can configure?
There was a area for that.
Nice and complicated there. If you go to packet filter, what do you have?
This.
Oh, of course. Okay. Are you able to look at nat/gaming? Yeah, of course.
That's where they have it all. So I'll have to get that.
Okay.
Like I said,
I
it's
mean, if you can get
been
that,
ages
that
since I had.
nat/gaming tab is probably the one we want to look at. So.
Which thing is it that we're wanting to deal with? This one?
Well, so I'd like to look at the packet filter, but I also want to see what is configured for the NAT or IP pass-through if those things exist.
Okay.
So
possibly this as well then.
I mean, it's not critically important right now, but whenever you want to get to it.
Yeah. How difficult would it be to set up the... What do they call it? The port forwarding for IPv4 to work?
I
probably still need to do this.
Is usually pretty simple.
Okay.
You just set a static address on your host machine, and then tell your router where to point incoming traffic on that port.
Okay.
So it'll basically be like.
So it will be
hey,
within here that we have to do it.
Yeah. So that's probably going to be under your nat/gaming there.
Okay.
You're going to type in like, hey, if you see traffic on port 40,000 using the following protocol, which is going to be just UDP, connect to this specific device, which is going to be your computer's host.
Right.
So, yeah, it's usually pretty simple to configure.
Because I'll need to do that anyways for at least one of the people to play.
Yeah,
so.
If you are going to do that, I would absolutely recommend calling your ISP and seeing about getting a static external IP.
Okay.
Yeah, I would check with them on that. And then once you've determined if they're going to charge you for that, if they're going to charge you for it, we'll just change it each time. But if they're not going to charge you for it and they'll just set you a static IP, that's probably the easiest way to go about it.
Yeah. Well, it's a bummer, so I was hoping you'd be able to make your character. But I appreciate your help troubleshooting that.
Yeah, I mean, we have a baseline, so
Yeah.
if you want to just leave him as an NPC or whatever and just hang on to him, then when it comes time, I can finish him up.
Yeah, it won't be that hard to do.
Yeah, true.
It was just mainly, you know, trying to have you do it so you could get used to the sheet and everything. It was, you know, also to be an advantage for you, not just to do it, but so that you could actually get the experience with it and figure it out and things like that, instead of, you know,
Yeah, absolutely.
not get it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and drop off for right now, but whenever you're ready to troubleshoot that or take another look at it, we can.
Yeah.
If you have questions, just message me.
I probably need to call it for the night anyways with what time it is, but
Yeah, true that.
it is what it is, and we'll go from there.
Yep.
But yeah, feel free to create your character on Hero Forge and send it to me. You don't have to download the 3D model because it won't be usable on this.
Okay.
And what we can do is get you added in here and drop it in.
Yeah, it works for me. I'll send you what I've got once I've got it ready to go.
Cool. And yeah, if you have any questions about what gear you'll have or anything, let me know and I can figure that out and get that to you as well.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Alright, any other questions?
Nah, that's all I got for right now. Once I have a better idea of what I want to do with my Super Saiyan stuff, I'll get that sent to you too.
Yeah, cool. Appreciate it, man. And then, yeah, if you have any tips or tricks on what to deal with that firewall and all that stuff, let me know. Otherwise, I will do my best to bumble through it, and then I'll ping you when I start it and see if you're available. If not, I'll bumble.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, worst case, we can spin up a Hamachi instance or something like that, but it's probably going to be, like, easiest just to go through the IPv4.
I've considered that, but last time I tried that, Windows 10 didn't like it.
Well, Hamachi's a pain in the ass anyway, so...
Yeah. But it's a thing. We at least did some troubleshooting, had some fun, figured it out, you know. We'll do what we
True
do.
that.
So,
Yep.
I will throw your character in the list of characters here too. I need to do that.
Okay.
Another human warden.
Wanderer.
Right. If I can learn to say the right thing, it'd be good.
Looks like we have most of the classes represented there.
Yeah, there's 6 classes, so.
Sweet. Alright, yeah. Well, I'll see you, man.
Take care, and thank you all for joining us. I do appreciate it. Until next time, and as always, enjoy the story. We'll see you all next time.